Good morning, world. It is Thursday. It's time for my midweek pickup. Sorry I missed y'all yesterday. Had some technical difficulties with myself. But this month is supposed to be focused on all the people in my life that are doing good, all the people that are owning their own businesses, have their own brands. But of course, tragedy has struck again in this nation that we live in, so I'm going to address that really quick. I'm still going to post my interviews. It'll probably be this weekend when I can get with my first person that I'm going to be featuring. But the tragedy in California yesterday, of course, I know everybody has heard about it. Everybody has their own thoughts. If you're like me, you're probably thinking, like every week something happens. Every week it seems like no matter what something happens. Because I know this because I seem to address something in the world every week on my midweek pickups. And of course I hate tragedy, but I'm getting real tired of death and sadness being just projected through the media. I'm tired of seeing this every day when I wake up in the morning and watch the news before I go to sleep at night, breaking news stories, whatever the case may be. But that's the world that we live in today. No matter what, somebody is having a bad day and then it gets turned into a worse day. So with that being said, I just want to let everybody out here know that watch me. Make sure that you cherish the people that you have in your life because you never ever know what can happen. Make sure that if you love somebody, you show them that you love that person every chance that you get. Men, make sure that if you have children, if you're there with them every day, or if you're not there with them every day, especially if you're not there with them every day, make sure that you let your child know how much they are loved and appreciated and cherished. It's no different for the ladies out there. Make sure that you let your husbands know. Make sure you let your children know, and men, make sure you let your wives know, and your significant others, whoever it may be. Make sure that you let them know that they are loved and they are important to you. Make sure that you let all your family know, all the people that are close to you know how important and what kind of impact they have on your life. This is something that I have to be better at, and it's something that I'm going to take very seriously. So I hope that everybody else out here takes it seriously too. Somebody told me today that they seen how fatherhood and marriage life has changed me into becoming a better man. And when I heard it, I thought about it in a different aspect, I guess, looking out and onto myself, like outside looking in. And I went back, I guess you can say, probably 10 years of the way that I acted and carried myself back then versus the way that I act and conduct myself now. It's a big difference, and it's something that it's great to me because like I've said before, when you're young, you're always, I'm never going to change. I'm not going to do, I'm going to stay the same. But change is something that's relevant. It's something that's needed. And it's something that's going to help your life become the life that you want it to be. If you don't have change in your mind and in your heart, you're never going to evolve. And, when she told me that, it made me think about a lot of things, and it made me cherish a lot of things that I may backhandedly take for granted, if you will. So, just always look at what you have going on in your life. Sometimes look back at your life and see how you acted a few years ago versus how you act now. Look at the people that are in your life now versus 10 years ago or 5 years ago. Look at the things that help make you a better person. Sometimes people think, tragedy is not growth. And I'm not talking about the tragedy that happened in California. I'm not talking about the tragedy that happened in Chicago, tragedies that happen here. And as far as senseless, meaningless deaths, cops killing people, people getting mad at something and going postal, if you will. I'm not talking about that type of tragedy. I'm talking about the breakup of friendship or whatever, or leaving a job, going to a new one, or getting rid of a person that was physically draining, like draining your life out of you. Look at that and look at the way that you've changed. Look at how better you've become, and don't look at it as a negative. Always try and turn it into a positive. Make your story something that is worth telling and something that's worth listening to. Other than that, I think I'm about done. Like I said, this month's main focus is really supposed to be on the entrepreneurs and the brand makers that are in my life, and I do have a few, so this might spill over until 2016 as well, but it doesn't matter because I want to bring awareness to people that may have a dream, that think that they want to do something and they feel like they can't do it because they're constricted by certain things in life. And I'm trying to put these people, my people, on display, if you will, so it'll give motivation to somebody else who's trying to get there, to see, hey, if he did it, I know I can do it. So with that being said, I will see y'all probably Saturday. Everybody have a good day. Let's make everything happen. Pray for the people who lost their lives in California. Pray for the things that are going on in Chicago. Just pray for the world, period, because we need peace in the world. Not only this nation, but in the world, period. Because if we don't come together, we're going to end up destroying ourselves, and then it's not going to be anything left for the next generation or the generation after that. With that being said, put God first, family second, everything else will fall into place. I'll see y'all pretty soon. Peace out.